Hey there, everybody. It's meteorologist Jamie Singleton. We are looking at some thunderstorm activity across South Side, mainly into North Carolina, across Rockingham County and Caswell County this evening. We'll show you that here in just a second. But looking at also a heavy frost and freeze probably coming up for Sunday morning. And even before that, we've got some cold air that entertains our forecast and kind of piques the interest for you snow lovers across Greenbrier County of West Virginia in the Greenbrier Valley here coming up for tomorrow. So let's get to it. Show you the maps. This is what's going on. We've got one warm front that we were north of all day today. That kept us on the cool side and meant for a lot of rainy activity this morning. More or less just some drizzle and some light showers this afternoon. But we've seen a second wave back here across the on the water vapor imagery across Ohio and the Tennessee Valley. You can see that little dip there. There's more energy upstream as the flow here gets really pushy out of the northwest, and that's bringing through several disturbances. So we are still going to have some showers around tonight as a result of that. All the severe weather's been down south and along the warm front, with numerous hail reports once again in South Carolina. Just north of Columbia, there was a probable tornado in Kershaw County out there. And then as you go a little bit farther north, it's just rain, even all the way down to Rockingham, North Carolina. Back into our area, we've got two areas of showers and storms, one of them in the West Piedmont of North Carolina, the Northwest Piedmont there, north of Winston-Salem, and another across the Roanoke Valley area. Now these are moving off the individual showers to the east at about 54 miles per hour. So they are booking it out there, but we're not looking at too much in the way of severe weather. So here it is on Weather Lab, and we'll go into the Roanoke shower. You can see around the Montville area, we've got some rain here around Bedford County. This is sub-severe, but there's a pretty good downpour right there on 460. And then if you move north of Lynchburg into Amherst County, that follows that area of moderate rainfall, at least some moderate to heavy rainfall in the orange. That activity also continues west into parts of the New River Valley. None of these showers are particularly strong or taking up a lot of real estate, but they're out there. So it's adding to the rainfall that we've already seen. A lot of us had a little bit of rainfall earlier today. Now to the south, as you go into Mount Airy, North Carolina, and again, southeastern Rockingham County, for my folks down there, you can see some stronger activity. Locally, gusty winds, maybe up to about 40 miles per hour, and looking at some locally heavy rainfall as well. That continues around the Yanceyville area and south of town this evening. Then if you go a little bit farther south, there's another area of rain that's dying off. It's just out of radar range, but those are the individual cells that are in the South Carolina area and eastern North Carolina right now. Here it is on a different vantage point. Radar showing the potential for a little bit of hail here in southern Rockingham County. I'll read you the special weather statement. Winds in excess of 40 miles per hour. Again, these were clustered near Monroeton or near Wentworth, moving east at 45 miles per hour. Eden, Reedsville, Wentworth, Mayodan, Madison, Yanceyville, and Bethel. And it's just a heavy storm is basically what it is. But we're also looking at some dense fog. I want to show you these sensors here going around Fancy Gap as you head down I-77, or actually up I-77 if you're coming out of North Carolina. Dew points and temperatures are getting pretty close here, and that's the reason why we've got so many sensors right there in that strip there in southern Carroll County from Kane up to Fancy Gap. So looking at probability of some fog already out there, and it'll be visibility probably dropping as we go through the late night hours into the morning. Showed you the water vapor. I wanted to show you the enhanced cloud cover. And this is basically also showing us where the thunderstorm activity was today. And you can see that line of hail, these spotter reports here, 1.7 inches, 1.5 inch hail, 1.7, 1.7, 3-inch hail. My goodness. Let's see, that was in Hartsville, South Carolina, and Darlington County. Large hail estimated at around 3 inches fell, and they've got a picture. That's pretty cool. Or not cool if your car was underneath it. And then we got 2.5-inch hail a little bit down the road there. Hail estimated at 2 to 3 inches. Reported on North Myrtle Street, north of Darlington. and a few special weather statements out. There's one in effect for North Carolina, again over the border in the Rockingham and Caswell counties, and there are more out south of Fayetteville this evening. But we still have the upper energy that's going to be moving into this, and you can kind of see a leafy pattern there in the satellite image. That is the second area of upper diffluence that it's going to ring out more showers, I think, as we go into the day tomorrow. That's the water vapor. I'm going to show you, that's a cool look at the satellite. You can see all those thunderstorms blowing up today. And then you've got the fog there showing up in the light blue up underneath the higher clouds. A lot of moisture to work with to the south. We just didn't have a lot of energy coming in until we got to this evening. So we had, two separate areas of thunderstorm and shower activity. We had one this morning, and then we had another one that's coming through the area right now. And if you look aloft, there is some energy again off to the west that'll be scooting on through the area. I thought I had, yeah, I've got the updated computer model here. This is the HER, and it shows those showers and storms down to our south in the one band going through right now. That'll be moving over south side here through southern Virginia and the Mecklenburg County by around midnight or so, and then off to the east. Don't expect a whole lot of activity unless you're in eastern North Carolina tonight as you make your way through the New Bern area out into the Pamlico Sound. And then as you move into Wednesday here, it starts out fairly quiet, but we are going to see more showers developing in the afternoon. That's as that upper level energy moves on in. And then we've got snow that'll be in there with the showers as well, because we've got colder air pouring into the system. So this is Wednesday. This is tomorrow at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. As you go through the Greenbrier Valley of West Virginia here and you go through the day, upwards, and this is the model guessing at this because, it is spring and it is May after all, but 5 to 6 inches on the model showing up here in the Greenbrier Valley of West Virginia. I doubt you'll see that, but I do think you could see a coating of snow up in the Greenbrier Valley. This is tomorrow, and there'll be more of that to follow again as we go into the day on Saturday, at least for Friday night and the early Saturday morning. I wanted to show you here. I'll just do it on this site. I wanted to kind of show you the upper level, how that's giving us the second round of showers for tomorrow. So we're going to scoot down here. Tomorrow will be another day kind of like today, mostly cloudy, temperatures only in the 50s for highs, and that second round of showers. So there's the one that moved over us today. And if you follow the look of the pattern here, you can see that second area of moisture that gets going here by the early morning hours of tomorrow. And notice how that cold 0-degree isotherm, that's in Celsius, and that's also at 5,000 feet. Typically, that's your rain snow line in the winter, but that goes directly south rather than east. That's a sign of the upper air getting a little bit more compacted and stronger as we go into the day tomorrow. So crossing the mountains here out of the Smokies, and then you get into West Virginia, this, even though it's green in a lot of the areas above 3,000 feet or 3,500 feet, will be snow tomorrow as that winds on through. And the rest of us will just see some cold rain showers moving through the area. We start to warm up a little bit on Thursday, and then by the time we go into Friday, well, here comes the polar vortex. And all the polar vortex is, it's the coldest heights, the lowest heights of the 500 millibar level anywhere in the hemisphere, the northern hemisphere. And that'll be across the Great Lakes here. So it's a rare May polar vortex coming in here for the weekend. But what it will do for us on Friday is bring us another chance of increased rain showers and heavier thunderstorms as it crosses the area. And that will be a very strong front. This is going to have some warm air out ahead of it. We'll probably be in the 60s, but behind it we will probably be in the 30s and 40s. So there will be a lot of wind, and there will be rain changing over to areas of snow and snow flurries out here toward Friday night and the early Saturday morning. And that's some more snow in the Greenbrier Valley of West Virginia out there. So, I wonder if they're doing any skiing out there in snowshoe. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. It remains a fairly cold pattern. Believe it or not, Mother's Day we start to warm up a little bit, but there's still one more area of energy out here that we have to watch. So if you look at it from the standpoint of upper level height anomalies, this just gives you an idea of what the jet stream is doing. So we'll reverse it here, and this was today. This is the new area of upper energy. You see how it's amplifying tonight? That's what's bringing us those showers and storms tonight. Then tomorrow, it deepens here. Again, it's locked in with that colder air that's hitting the mountains and it's going south rather than east. So that typically will amplify your upper pattern a little bit. The two are interconnected. And then as you go through the day Wednesday, that trough, that strong short wave moves east. You've got the flow here. This is our polar vortex, heights at 519 decameters, just around the southern part of the Hudson Bay. Your flow is coming right out of Canada. And it's just some cold air. It's not brutal cold, but it's cold for this time of the year. So that moves across the area of cold that's over us now. By Thursday and Friday, it moves across. But then by Friday afternoon and evening, going into Saturday, look at that. That is a trough. And that is the polar vortex. That's the lowest height anywhere in the northern hemisphere. Move my camera over for Instagram folks. And again, that would bring a lot of wind. That's a windy pattern as your contours are coming together there, and that's a cold day for Saturday. Here are the computer models as we saw them this afternoon. This is the Euro. So these are the deterministic outputs from the Euro. So these are guesses for the Roanoke Airport. These will likely change. Again, it's not set in stone, it's not gospel, but it's guidance. And as you go through Wednesday and then the Thursday, we start to see a little bit of a warm up for Thursday. But look, tomorrow, still 56 degrees tomorrow, 63 Thursday. Friday with the showers, we'll be fighting a little bit of warm air and the fact that the clouds are over us, and we'll have some showers around, so we may not get above the low 60s Friday. But I noticed this on my forecast sheet today, and I even I make this every day, all the different temperatures and stuff. Look at that high off the Euro. Saturday, and the Euro does tend to run a little bit cold for Roanoke sometimes. It's got 49. But listen, I mean, that's the cold air. And so the May sun will try to work on that a little bit, but your overnight lows, regardless, are going to be below freezing, it looks like. So, yeah, Friday night into Saturday, no frost because the wind will be up, but we'll have a freeze. And then as we go through Saturday night into Sunday, we're not going to have the wind, and that will make it even colder. I've got 29 for Mother's Day morning. By the afternoon, though, look at your swing here. That's what dry air does to you. You go from 31 degree low to a 63 degree high. A nice rebound there. And then we don't really move into any real warmth. We get a little bit Sunday and the Monday afternoon, and then Monday into Tuesday it gets cool again, and then we finally warm back up into the low 70s for next Thursday, and then beyond that it cools off again to 63 according to this model run here. Look at this is the GFS. Very similar today. Those two models sometimes can be a little bit different, but you can see here they're very similar readings showing up for us for Thursday and the Friday. A little bit warmer for us. The GFS has it, so a blend of that will be right around 60 or 62. But Saturday, only 50, and it's interesting because the Weather Service is going 54 now, but they were going somewhere in the 60s for Saturday. So they've had to lower their forecast as well. So this is going to be an interesting day to see how cold it gets Saturday. What's our warmest high we'll achieve with that cold air mass fighting the strong May sunshine? I love the fact that days are getting longer now, though. And then we moderate some for Sunday afternoon. That may be a great day, actually, to go visit Mom. But then as you go into next week, we've got another disturbance moving in. So, yep. That's how it looks. I wanted to show you one more map here, and I should have organized this a little bit better. Here we go. This is the Weather Prediction Center's fronts. I like to show these just to give you an overall idea. So this is tonight's complex storm system that lifts tomorrow, but we've got a second front tied in with that second area of upper energy moving in tomorrow. So we're going to have the showers around again for Wednesday. That'll keep temperatures down. There comes the mix, the snow levels dropping here by tomorrow afternoon, and it's showing up as mixed, but more than likely that's going to be snow probably in the Greenbrier Valley on the mountain peaks there. Thursday and the Friday, again, it's quiet. Thursday and a Thursday night, but then Friday it does. The moisture comes back. We'll have some more rain around. We didn't get too much rain with this system, depending on where you live this time, but we'll see about Friday. It looks like it's got a pretty good moisture source this time, a little bit better than we had today. And then for Saturday, here comes the cold high pressure moving in. That lingers for Sunday morning, Mother's Day afternoon, though, with a big bubble. You have no trouble over us for Sunday afternoon. So it'll warm up nicely. And then Monday, throwing a few clouds our way with this next front, but there's no moisture source with that. It's mainly dry. Might squeak out a shower in the western mountains, and that's about it. And for Tuesday, it's another fresh supply of cooler than normal air. These temperatures are only in the lower 50s, or right around the 50, are supposed to be around 75 degrees. These temperatures are 25 degrees below normal for this time of the year. So another day tomorrow. I have the jackets and the rain gear in hand. Some rain out there right now. I'll be dodging those showers again for you tomorrow. And then we've got some more rain coming Friday, followed by some cold air. And yeah, some snow as early as tomorrow afternoon, right up here in the West Virginia. Marlington to Raynell, Lewisburg. Have a good night.